Bad Monkey is coming back for 2 more seasons. Before we go, because I love this show, and I know I've been drinking a little bit, but it's fine. Bad Monkey, everybody, with Vince Vaughn is coming back for 2 more seasons. Well, that's the hope. If you watch the first season, it just ended this week, and the showrunner, Bill Lawrence, came forward and said when he pitched it to Amazon, or I should say Apple, I got Amazon in the brain right now, pitched it to Apple, they want to do a 3-season arc, beginning, middle, end, for where the character of Yancey goes through. Now, this is based off a book series, based off Carl Heian's, I probably butchered that series about this, Bad Monkey. And honestly, Vince Vaughn, God damn it, Vince Vaughn. You fucking always kill it to me. You're fucking talking fast. I don't know what you're doing. I think he's slowed down a little bit in his age right now, but I still love this so much. And I think that if you haven't watched Bad Monkey on Apple, you should check it out because it's just a fun detective show. And you got Vince Vaughn like talking as fast as he fucking can, cracking jokes the whole time. And I think it works so well. And we did 10 episodes for the first season. And I can't wait to see where it goes. But I will say this, the monkey thing doesn't make any sense. I mean, there's a monkey in the show, but the monkey is not like a bad monkey, really. He's just kind of there. He's a monkey, and he does do random things, but he's not really imperative to the fucking plot. So, like, why the fuck are we talking about Bad Monkey? And no one knows why they call it Bad Monkey. He's just there. I mean, he's not the best monkey. I wouldn't call him a bad monkey, though, at the end of the day. I think that Vince Vaughn's the bad monkey if he calls me a bad fucking monkey. But
it's insane they renewed it for a 2nd and 3rd season already. Like they gave them the wish of the 3-season arc. That must be good. I gotta check it out now.
Dude, it's fun. And it's like really about like, again, it's like a murder case that he has to solve. It's very procedural in a lot of ways. With Vince Vaughn cracking jokes and calling everybody fuck nuts 500 times during the show. So that's his favorite word in the show, fuck nuts. Hey, fuck nuts. Oh, fuck nuts. Oh, fuck nuts. You know?
Buddy.
Buddy, fuck nuts, buddy. GR, would you watch this at all?
It sounds interesting. If the second season is based on the second book, maybe.
Well, that's the idea. The book series is still going.
The second book just came out, so we'll see.
Maybe they have a way. Hopefully, they are working with the writer too, so hopefully it does do that. If you like the show, I'm excited about it. I don't know if I watched it. Queen likes it. She says, "Yeah, it's pretty cool." I agree, Queen. And Vince Vaughn, he's a little bit slower these days. I will tell you my Vince Vaughn story before we end the show because I always loved. I think I said it before in the show. I don't know if I did, but I love this fucking story. I worked on that show called Couples Retreat. Anybody heard of Couples Retreat?
Brandon?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you heard this story before? Did I tell you before or no?
Oh, no. Go on. I'm excited now.
This is great. We're working on Couples Retreat, and I was booked for a gay bar scene. All right. There's no gay bar scene in Couples Retreat. There's not, because they cut the whole fucking thing. And there's a moment in the movie where they say, "Don't go down this path. It's the worst path to go down." And they cut to, they're fine. Well, at one point in the script, they did go down that path. So when they get to the bar, and Vince Vaughn and Jon Favreau are fucking having a great time. Favreau's dancing with all these fucking girls. He's super stoked. They're making out with him. They're dancing. They're grinding on him. He's like, fuck yeah. Vince Vaughn's at the bar getting shots. He turns around. Cut shot to girl. Cut touch to guy. And he goes, Decepticons. They're all dudes. Wouldn't fly today. And then Jon Favreau's like, what the fuck? And all of a sudden he realizes he's making out a bunch of transgender people. And at that point in the world,
that's a comedy move.
It's a comedy move. And I remember shooting the scene. They actually picked like 10 to 15 guys, and they paid him like $100 to shave all the way down. They paid him $100.
What? That's not enough. You know how long
it's not.
Takes?
It's not. They didn't. People are fucking waving their hands like, fuck yeah, me. I'm like, fuck no, I'm good. And they shaved these guys down from head to toe, and there's some like women, and then they didn't tell the actors, and then Vince Vaughn was directing Jon Favreau to make out with them and touch them and do all. It was the fucking craziest time in Hollywood. It's fucking crazy.
Because he wanted it's like Alfred Hitchcock.
He wanted the real reaction.
Yeah.
And it was like the director was actually, ever see Christmas Story? It was like the kid from Christmas Story was directing it. And he like just kind of like took a backseat to the whole thing, and or then Vince Vaughn kind of directed the whole thing because he's like, he talks as fast. I'll do this. I can't talk as fast as him. I can try, but I can't. It was wild. And they shot for multiple days, and it was cut.
Nelson's homophobia.
And I look back at that time like, what the fuck did we shoot? You know what I mean? What the fuck was that?
I get why they cut the scene.
Yes, it should have been written, but it happened.
I don't want the X rating either.
I mean, it changes everything. They were making out. There's a lot of weird stuff happening, and I feel like Vince Vaughn might have been on something. Who knows? I'm not gonna speculate.
All right, man.
But that was an interesting project, and I think Vince Vaughn's a talent. Fascinating. It was very fascinating. It's a weird time in life. That's Hollywood for you.
We need a new segment on the show. We need a new segment on the show for your like real life Hollywood stories. Like
it should be like real stories, you know.
You talked about like James Marsden and that kind of shit.
Kruse consequences.
Yeah, all those stories you told me.
Tom Hardy story.
The Tom Hardy story is fucking awesome. I love Tom Hardy, man. You know the Tom Hardy story at all, Brandon?
I don't think so.
When I was working on Dark Knight Rises, I know we gotta land this ship eventually, but when I was working on Dark Knight Rises, Tom Hardy standing, Michael Moon, I love Moon. We're sitting in, there's a whole scene where they are in a courtroom setting, and Scarecrow is the judge, and so we're in that setting, and I was working for Joseph Gordon-Levitt at the time, and I'm standing across from Bane. They have a moment, and we're working. They're working the shot out, and behind Moon, his stand-in, I see Tom Hardy, and he's dressed fully as Bane, the whole coat and all that shit, and he's like doing this. He's like tiptoeing like this shit behind him, and I'm like, and I'm like, Moon's talking the whole time, and I'm like, and then Tom Hardy does this. As he's tiptoeing towards him, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And like, I want to say something because Moon is my friend, but I'm also very intrigued, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And so I just let it happen, and then eventually he gets behind Moon and he fucking grabs him. Everybody knows wrestling terms and all. He grabs him in a fucking full Nelson. So he grabs behind like this and locks the hands.
Oh my
God.
God.
He grabs Moon up in the air and spins him like this and this and this. And Moon's like, and he's like, I'm Bane! I'm Bane! And then he fucking throws him. And Moon goes fucking tumbling over. I'm like, what the fuck? And then Moon fucking rolls like a fucking tumbleweed, and he goes, ha, 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 and he walks away. I'm like, what the fuck was that shit?
Dude, I'm sorry, but if that was me, I would be like, I just got baned.
I mean, honestly, Moon was actually like very excited about it after the fact. But in the moment, his eyes were fucking like this big. You know what I mean? He was like, what the fuck is happening?
I'd be so scared. I would be so terrified.
He was
I wouldn't have
massive
been
at the
like,
time.
oh my God, I just got beat to shit by Tom Hardy.
By fucking Bane, you know?
Because Tom Hardy, I don't know if you guys ever seen the article, but he's a legitimate badass. He entered a martial arts contest by his real name, so they didn't know it was him, and he won.
Oh, nice.
Fuck yeah, he did.
Wow.
So, yeah, he's like they didn't even know it was Tom Hardy till he hit the mat for the first match, because they're like, I don't know what I can't remember what his real name is. Not his stage name. It's not Tom Hardy, but he entered under his real name.
I believe it's not his real name.
Huh?
I believe that's not his real name. It's a pretty fucking actor name, Tom Hardy, you know?
Definitely an action
and it was
hero
like,
name.
they're like, oh my God, that's Tom Hardy. And he totally destroyed the whole tournament.
I'll tell you the one thing I have they don't have. Brian Kruse is my real name. So
that is a good stage name. Hey, you know why I named my kid Jensen David? Just in case he makes it in Hollywood, he could drop my last name. That works.
You gonna call him Jensen Kruse?
Jensen David, man. That
works. Jensen David.
Yeah, I thought he was going to say he named his kid after you, Brian.
Yeah, I know.
No,
anyways,
I hope not.
If you haven't watched Bad Monkey, slap yourself across the face and check it out on Apple TV Plus. It's fucking fun.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.